Third time's the charm. I've done this video now 2 times, and both times I've left an app running, which has meant that my camera has stopped. So third time's the charm on this video. Let's see if I can get through this one. Hello, I am Liam from Lazarus Personal Training, the founder of the No Shoe Crew, and this is Getting Up in Lockdown. In today's video, I'm going to go through 3 things. I'm going to go through a bit of a programming idea when it comes to strength work. I'm going to go through using speed as an indicator for fatigue. And I'm going to go through why I train. Today's workout was all based around the posterior chain, or basically my back. So I'm looking at hamstrings, glutes, upper back. The first block that I went into was a barbell movement or a barbell complex where I had a 5-minute timer going and I went 5 reps of a straight leg deadlift to then go into 5 reps of a bent over row. This is a programming technique that I use with people when they're new into the gym and we're building up strength. I'll have a 5-minute timer going and I'll get them going backwards and forwards between one movement and another movement. It means that we can stay in that strength rep range. It means that we can build up a bit of fatigue into that, but it also means that they don't have to rest for quite a long time, especially when the weight might not be there and we're working on form, which is exactly what I'm struggling with here, is that I don't have weight so I can work on my form. Basically, you go back and forth between those 2 movements. So for me, I had a straight leg deadlift where my feet are planted, my hands are in a good position, I'm coming all the way down to the floor and all the way back up again to get a big stretch out of the hamstring, to then go straight into a bent over row where I'm pretty much in the same position, just bending from the hips and squeezing my upper back. So you can do this at home even if you don't have a barbell. So you could do it with 2 dumbbells in hand, you could do it with 2 kettlebells, you could even do it with a red resistance band. The only problem with a red resistance band is that you might lose tension at the bottom of the movement in a straight leg deadlift. So I potentially look at changing that out for a Romanian deadlift instead, where it's a more limited range of motion. I don't often program bent over rows into my workouts. They're not a usual thing that I go for, especially barbell ones. However, I watched a video with Ed Cohen recently where he's talking about deadlift accessories and he's talking about building his upper back and how he used bent over rows quite a lot. So I took a couple of techniques about relaxing at the bottom, almost using a bit of a balance in a bit of a bodybuilder style, and actually I found it quite good, especially with the limited range, with the limited equipment I have. I quite enjoyed that. So you never know, that might be something that I start using more when I get back into the gym. But if the weight increases on that and it doesn't feel too good, maybe not. From there, my next block was kettlebell swings to go into some kettlebell good mornings. And this is where I want to talk about speed as a fatigue indicator. So for me, when it comes to a kettlebell swing, I like to keep it short, I like to keep it snappy. It's almost like a jump movement where it's quite quick out of the hips. And I'm going as fast as possible while keeping good form. So with that, my first set, my second set, I was firing through them. I went, yeah, this is feeling good. On my third set, I noticed that I started to slow down a little bit. I noticed that I was losing a little bit of tension, my grip was starting to slip. That's where I know, starting to fatigue out, I probably need to stop here. On the flip side of that, I was trying to keep my kettlebell good mornings as slow and as controlled as possible. When it got to that third set, I could start to feel like I was almost rushing through the reps a little bit. I was starting to lose position. If you've watched my channel, if you've watched my content, you'll know that my left arm is a constant source of problems for me. My left arm, my bicep, my grip was all starting to slip a little bit. So again, I'm using speed as an indicator. On one side, if I'm going fast and I'm starting to slow a little bit, that might be for you if you're doing some sprint work. On the other side, if I was meant to be going slow and I'm starting to go a little bit faster, especially when it comes to resistance training, hypertrophy training, trying to tone up, if I'm going faster than I actually want to go, it's probably an indicator that I need to stop that set and stop that exercise for the time being. And then throughout this workout, I had to keep reminding myself why I'm working out. Yes, I do like training. I like training by itself and I like going into a gym and working out. I love that atmosphere. Hard to replicate that when you're in a box of a room. But the reason why I train is because I'm a professional wrestler. Professional wrestling is my sport. So I want to be strong for that. I want to be fast for that. I want to look in good shape for when it comes to wrestling. So that's why I work out, and that's why I had to remind myself of while I'm doing these workouts, while I'm programming my stuff. When I go, do I really need to work out? Well, yes, Liam, you do, or else you're going to end up as a fat, white blob. And if I can avoid being a blob and just be white, then that's cool. I really need to get out in the sun and do some sunbathing. Your sport might be football, it might be rugby, it might be swimming. You might go to the gym to look and feel good. It might just be a case you enjoy going out for a run and resistance training helps you run better. Whatever it is, you need to keep that in mind when you might not feel like working out. I don't really feel like working out, but I've almost got to get myself into a habit of working out. So then when it comes back to going into the gym, I've not completely lost where I was in that realm. There's no problem with taking a little bit of a step back. I'm not expecting anybody to get the same amount of workout as they would do in the gym. But to keep a baseline going means that when we get back into the gym, we might be able to get ourselves back up on the back up and running quicker than if we completely stop. So my question for you is, what are you missing most about the gym? For me, it's the squat rack, the power rack. I'm missing being in that environment where I can utilise it in several different ways. I can't really fit one in here. That's the video for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a like. Maybe share it with someone that's struggling for some ideas. And if you really like my content, please subscribe to the channel. I've been Liam, and hopefully by the end of this, we'll have everybody strong together. If that has not worked out, I'm going to fling this phone out the window.